You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another episode of Smith's Saturdays. I know I didn't do one again last week, I just kind of forgot, so here's another one. This is the last real part of the View Askew-universe that I'm going to do for Smith's Saturdays, because other than comics, it's actually the last one that I know of, and I haven't read any of the comics. However, there will still be 2 more episodes after this. Anyway, as the title implies, today I'm talking about Clerks, the animated series. Clerks, the animated series was actually my first exposure to Clerks, and therefore my first exposure to the View Askew-universe. It was only a 6-episode long show, and only 2 of them ever actually aired on TV. I saw the 2 on TV a while back, and then the others I got on DVD. And the DVD says Clerks Uncensored, which I don't think the episodes are any different than the TV versions, other than the 4 of them that weren't aired. But Clerks the Animated Series is a pretty fun show. It follows the daily adventures of Randall and Dante and a few other characters that they throw in just for the animated series, like Leonardo and such. And of course it also does have Jay and Silent Bob. The one thing I don't really like about this series is the animation and character designs is a little wonky to me, but you can get over it after a while. This show is definitely a lot more outlandish than the Clerks film, because although Clerks 2 had a lot of weird stuff happening, it was all stuff that could still possibly happen. Whereas Clerks the Animated Series has a lot of outlandish things that are just physically impossible. There's also a lot of fourth wall breaks and flashbacks to a scene that we just barely saw, which are pretty funny. And the characters are of course voiced by their original actors from the films. Clerks the Animated Series is definitely underrated, although I don't think it's as good as the first movie, or even really the second movie in my opinion. Clerks the Animated Series is really good. So if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Clerks, I definitely recommend you check it out. Do expect some outlandish stuff and a few things that don't really make sense, but it is still pretty fun. But anyway, this has been Fugitive Red-Eye for another episode of Smith's Saturdays, and I'll see you next week if I can get my shit together.